Narragansett, there was a daring rescue at sea last night during the storm. A tugboat sank off Scarborough Beach. 4 men were rescued by a fisherman after they were in the water for up to 30 minutes in heavy seas and strong winds.
And the barge it was pulling at last check is still adrift. Crews are set to go out again this morning to try and recover it. NBC 10's Brian Crandall filed this report from Narragansett.
It could have been a lot worse. The crew of this fishing boat was Johnny on the spot, pulling 4 crew members from a sunken tugboat out of the water in nasty weather.
And they encountered some rough seas and heavy winds. They began to take on some water. They put out a mayday call.
The 55-foot tug, Karen Jean from South Carolina, with a crew out of New Hampshire, was listing at a 45-degree angle before it went down around 6:30 south of Narragansett Bay, and the crew had to scramble.
They didn't have time to don their survival suits. All 4 were able to put on life vests, and they were thrown into the water.
3 crew members got into a life raft. The captain clung to the side. The Coast Guard sent out rescue boats, but the fishing boat Merit was the first to get there about 40 minutes later. The rescued crewmen are all okay and declined medical treatment.
Good ending. Real great that the fishing vessel Merit was nearby, able to get to these guys, pluck them out of the water.
Well, the crewmen from the tugboat and also the crew of the fishing boat that rescued them declined comment last night. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard was looking for the empty barge that the tug was towing because it was adrift after the tug sank. Also, they'll be looking today to see if any fuel is leaking out of the sunken tug because the tug was carrying a few thousand gallons. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News in Narragansett.